Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It is generally suitable for people aged 10 years and up. Hey folks, welcome back to the zoo. This is of course a brand new zoo. This is the Waddannunggu Wildlife Center project, which I am just now starting with this video. I do need to explain to you first that, the reason why I didn't have any videos up for a couple of days. We had a personal emergency, and I just didn't have the energy after dealing with it. My baby brother, who takes care of me, he's one of my caretakers, because I have said, in the past, and it is true, that I am disabled. So he helps take care of me. My baby brother had to be rushed into emergency surgery. And while it wasn't life-threatening, it was debilitating, and he is recovering, but in the meantime, I've got to pick up a lot of the slack around the apartment, and it was driving me into the ground. So this is really the first time I've had a chance to record in several days, and I just decided, you know what, that's fine. That's fine. The channel can survive having a couple of days worth of no new videos. It's not going to hurt anybody, So anyway, I decided to go ahead and start the new zoo project. Similarly, I'm restarting some of the other games. You'll see in the videos later on. So what you might notice is this is an Australian-themed desert zoo. It's the Waddannunggu Wildlife Center. Waddannunggu is a word in the language of the Wapiri Aborigines that means coming together or finding a consensus, or a discussion among friends and family. Depending on the context that you're using it, I thought it was a beautiful word, and so it's going to be the name of the new zoo. Now, it is primarily a desert zoo, though we're not going to have, we're not going to be restricted to just desert animals. Anyway, the other thing is this is going to be a 100% real-time playthrough. I'm not going to be using any speed builds at all. And that means that if building a habitat takes 3 episodes, well, guess what? It's going to take 3 episodes. I did a little bit of work prior to the start of the series. You might notice that my money is a little bit higher than normal. And that's exactly why, because basically I went, you know what, I want a little extra money. So what I did was I put in very basic, crappy, substandard habitats, put in some cheap animals, and let the thing run for a little while until I had extra money. But seriously, they were bare bones and horrible, and not up to my standard as a YouTube Planet Zoo player. Anyway, this is the entrance plaza. I think it looks very good. Lots of desert plants and a cafe called the Billabong. That's it in there. ATMs, a staff room way in the back over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put in a habitat for the flamingos. Now, I do admit that the flamingos were one of the animals that I had prior to, that I was doing in the crappy version of the zoo. So I've got a lot of flamingos, and some of them are babies. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to get started. But first, as always, we have to play the game. We do have guest numbers. Okay, have at least 400 guests in the zoo. I have 402, so I get an extra $1,000. That's very cool. This is St. Vice, Stevis, maybe? I don't know. Where is he? Or she? I don't see them. Oh, there! Coming out of the bathroom. Okay. Alright, very cool. Nice to meet you. Let's say hello, get that free 20 conservation credits. Look at this. Look at this. I have garbage cans right there. What are they doing? You know what? Let's see. Where is our... We're so thin on the ground right now that we still have... Oh, she's coming back. She'll clean it up. Okay. So let's get to this build. Let's see. As I always say, do not be afraid of using blueprints. Nothing wrong with using blueprints. That's not the kind of pool I want. I want something like this. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to lower this into the ground. Like so. Now, I got the idea. I saw somebody had done this on the workshop, and I went, oh man, that's brilliant. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to incorporate this particular blueprint into my new zoo. All right, what kind of stone is this? That's what that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at what kind of stone it is. Plaster? Okay, well that generally means that I should be able to click the entire thing and recolor it, but you know what? It apparently doesn't want to be recolored, so that's all right. Let's dig out some of this dirt. Go right down to the bottom, and then we'll now, this is, like I said, going to be the flamingo habitat, the greater flamingo. Unfortunately, the only flamingo species in the game. I would love to see Caribbean flamingos or, Brazilian flamingos, but they're just not in the game. And that's too bad. It really is. Whoops. That wasn't what I wanted to do. What are you talking about here? What you talking about, Willis? Okay. And this is going to look pretty good when we're done. May have to put rocks on that. Yeah, I'll put some rocks down. Because if it's going to give me trouble out here, all right. Now let's add some water just to see how it looks. All right, looks pretty good, but I don't want that to be the watercolor. There. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and I want it to be crystal. And we're going to max out the transparency. All right, and I still, for whatever reason, am not able to color. Okay, most of it's East Asia. That explains it. Okay. All right. So anyway, what I want to do now is I'm going to put a path. Let's see. It's going to be the mosaic path, which is what I'm using over here. But I want it to be, what, 6, 8. 8. Okay. All right. Now, let's see to a barrier real quick. We're gonna, whoop. Yes, thank you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now I do want to back this off of the path just a little. I'm just making, I'll be honest, I'm winging, I'm really just winging the shape of this. No, we're going to move this over like this. Bring this back over here. Come on, there you go, find your footing. Okay, and that way we can extend this to over here. For crying out loud, really? Oh, come on. You could argue with me over like a meter of space or something? Apparently it is. But I have an idea to handle that too. Panel too short. What, this panel? Okay. Now, my solution to that back side, I set these out during the pre-build because these are going to be like immensely useful. Okay. I'm thinking that what we can do is put a back wall of rock back here on this side at least, like this. Okay, and just to make sure it covers the area correctly, what we'll do is we will duplicate it and then raise it so it's actually standing tall. Now the rest of it, I'm probably going to use the metal habitat pieces. I'll show you in a moment. All right. For now, that'll be the door. Okay, we've got 1,000. That's more than enough. More than enough. In fact, I could bring this in some. Bring this in like this. Just, oh, for crying out! I hate when stupid things happen. Don't you hate it? I hate it. Right. Okay. Do something like that. Still gives the flamingos plenty of room and plenty of water. And it's just going to be excellent for everybody, you know? 820, right. Okay, so Let's do the rest of this. What I want, do I want to use the wooden walls or the... No, I'm going to use the corrugated metal walls. So Australia. And blueprints off. If you hear thumping from behind me, that's my upstairs neighbor's dogs. I've talked about them before. They are amazingly loud. I mean, like, ear-shatteringly painful loud sometimes. And the fact that it is right now about 5 o'clock in the morning just doesn't matter to the puppies because all they know is that they want to play. The management of the compound, the complex has said something to the owner of the dogs, but of course they're dogs. What are you going to do, right? Something I wonder about, why is the color of this wall default purple? And I know I'm only seeing it that way because, you know, the lighting is weird and it's actually blue. But still, it's kind of a weird color choice, isn't it? Yep, there they go. There go the doggos. And there are a couple of absolutely beautiful and friendly pit bulls. And I have nothing against pit bulls. It's not that they're pit bulls. It's that they're up and running around, you know, loud enough to wake your ass in the middle of the night. And no offense to anybody, but I'm old. I need my sleep. Jeez. Okay. Okay, align the walls, align the walls. We're all going to align the walls. All right. I think we're going to use this piece here. Because what I actually should have put in first was that. Yeah, very affectionate. Thank you very much. Okay. Facilities, facilities. Who's got the facilities? We need a keeper hut.
Of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. Even aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That planet to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble. You gotta build a zoo.